Hello commanders and admirals of the Melliodas Gaming Battle Royale, and today in the part 2 of the final war of this competition we proceed with war, and war is finally declared with Russia launching cruise missiles assault from his stealth air superiority fighters on the South American navies. In front of you here we are going to see the Russian stealth aircraft in action on the South American navies, and here this place in this region we have the Argentinian cruisers, the Brazilian frigates, and in this particular assault we are going to learn something about the tick of the anti-air. I'm going to explain this thing forward, but first of all we need to see this footage and what Russia is doing here, how he is operating his stealth air superiority fighters all over the navies of the South American team. We know that the max level frigates, they reveal stealth aircraft, but only in sight range. So in order to efficiently use your stealth air superiority fighters, you need to learn how to tweak the anti-air and how to trick those frigates to be able to avoid their anti-air from getting to you. So here all of his stacks, they are moving as one. First of all, he is trying to trigger the anti-air of those navies with cruise missiles, and later on when the first missile is intercepted, he is going to launch waves and waves of other cruise missiles to be able to land directly on those navies. In that case, those cruise missiles, they are not going to be damaged with the offensive abilities of the navies, yet they are going to be damaged with the defensive abilities of the navies. But max level frigates and max level cruisers, they are going to harm your max level cruise missiles very badly. In this case, you are going to perform some stunts to be able to reach to those navies, or you will need to spam a lot of cruise missiles. Maybe in that case you can overwhelm the defensive abilities of those navies. In another universe, here in the land war between the South American team and also the Eastern European team, they are going to clash soon. The South African team navies, they are in standby, they are still waiting. Maybe this team is going to play defensive in this war. They are not going to throw themselves in this battle, yet the Eastern European team and the South American team, they are getting aggressive. We can see here that Brazil has started launching his ballistic missiles from his heavy bombers, and he is targeting the strategical positions of the Eastern European team. Strategical positions, we are going to mention the most important things, which they are the airfields. The first one has landed in this province, and he literally destroyed the airfield there. The second ballistic missile is going to land in the province in its side, and we shall see it will make it there alive or not. In a few seconds we are going to find out what is going to happen here. Okay, the missile is landed, but the province hasn't been damaged. So looks like that ballistic missile has been intercepted. Okay, the South American navies are on the move. They are going to come behind the Eastern European team near the city of Townsville, and looks like they are going to start using their navies. And yes, Peru and Venezuela, they are launching some strikes from their navies and naval officers. Ukraine is defending their lands with multi-rocket launchers. You know that multi-rocket launchers against ships, they have a decent damage, especially when they are in mountains, and that large province is a mountain province, because the multi-rocket launchers, they are going to benefit of the 25% bonus in the offensive abilities. More and more Brazilian ballistic missiles landing all over those provinces, trying to take down all of their infrastructures, including the local industries, the airfields, the hospitals, everything there. But this one have been intercepted by the Namibian anti-missiles. Okay, now so this war is going to be on the surrounding lands of Australia. They are not allowed to enter to the German lands in the middle, because that's the rules of the Battle Royale. We want them to clash before getting directly to the city of Alice Springs. So here we are giving them abilities, we are giving them the chance to use their navies in this amazing war. They are going to destroy each other before the timer is going to go down, and they will be able to get to the city of Alice Springs. Then my role and the role of Bolivia will come by defending the city of Alice Springs and preventing all of the advancing armies from all the three teams from getting to the center of Alice Springs. So this is the format of the final of the Battle Royale. It's an original idea with our Discord server. It's a very original one, and we are trying to make a new concept to the game. We are going to try to give more fun and more action to the Conflict of Nations World War III, and I hope you like this show, guys, because this war is going to be one of a kind. It's going to be the best there is in Conflict of Nations World War III. In front of you, you can see the large armies and the large navies all around the Australian subcontinent. Just fasten your seatbelts and let's enjoy it together. Now Brazil is trying some missile stunt. I'm going to explain this also. The first ballistic missile have been intercepted near that province. So now what Brazil is trying to do is trying to trigger that anti-air missile nearby by a ballistic missile, and later on he is going to send waves of cruise missiles. Like that he will trick the anti-air of the opposing enemy, and he is going to land in that province. Unless in that province there isn't an anti-missile positioned in the center of the province. Like that, those cruise missiles, they are not going to make it alive because the defensive abilities of the max level anti-missile is going to be overwhelming. But we will follow what is going to happen here. We have the footages in front of us, and we shall see, will these cruise missiles make it to the provinces of the Eastern European team or not? The Argentinian navies, they are close by. We can see from the radars that there are a lot of anti-missiles and anti-air in the centers of those provinces. So if the missiles, they couldn't do the work, maybe the navies, they are going to start bombarding those provinces and they will destroy them. Also, an information, the Eastern European team did not make any navies. They literally focused on air force and missiles and land armies. This is why we do not see such a big naval battle between the South American team and the Eastern European team. But this amazing naval battle, we shall see it later between the South African and the South American teams. They are going to collide into each other later. This is the Finnish Air Force nearby. A lot of Brazilian cruise missiles, they are going there. This airfield has been damaged. One of those cruise missiles have landed. The Argentinian navies, they are close by, and the Brazilian aircraft carrier is coming from behind with a lot of air force on board. The anti-airs have been activated. Okay, the navies, they are in their position for the land assault. Okay, the Russian stealth aircrafts have appeared again. Now guys, let's see again about this theory, about this theory of the tick of the anti-air. I'm going to explain it more. Now the Russian stealth air superiority fighters, they are advancing. The anti-air have been activated before. Now he is launching a cruise missile to be able to reactivate all of the anti-airs of the surrounding ships. We shall see it here slowly. Okay, the Argentinian anti-air have been activated. You see that Russia is pulling off and coming back again. He is trying now to fly over all of those ships and sending more cruise missiles. Now the anti-air is activated. He is trying to launch those cruise missiles, and those cruise missiles, they will land on those ships. Only with the defensive abilities they will be harmed. But unfortunately to Russia, the anti-air of the frigates have been reactivated very soon. He miscalculated the time and he lost almost all of his air superiority fighters, stealth air superiority fighters. I hope you get the lesson, guys. I see you in the part 3 of the final battle. See you guys, and bye bye.